So V3 finally dropped, and let's look into it, guys. Finally, I think some decent changes to the units, and finally Cipher got away from getting nerfed for the third time in a row. So first, let's look into Hyacine. So Hyacine got a small nerf. I think it's a small nerf. Mostly wording changes, but her Memo Sprite, I think it's called Icarus. I forgot. It's a small pony. Its damage got reduced, so you're not gonna do that much damage with the Memo Sprite anymore, especially outside caster's team. But on caster's team, I think the Memo Sprite still do decent damage. But her sustain is still there. Her value for caster's team is still there. It's just the damage got reduced. The Memo Sprite damage got reduced, and I think it's totally fine. And I think you will only feel this nerf outside caster's team, but inside caster's team, I think she's still gonna be solid. The Memo Sprite will still do decent damage. I guess they nerfed the damage mainly because of Cipher, because Cipher was doing barely any damage while this stupid horse was doing more damage. So yeah, I think it's a decent nerf. I think it's not gonna affect the character too much because in the end her kit is still tied to the stupid Lycon, so it is what it is. Now moving on to Cipher. Finally she got buffed, and holy thank, finally. I'm so happy actually. So first thing first, her trace, her HP trace is being removed, and now she's gonna have effect hit rate on her trace. Pretty decent because she does need some effect hit rate. And one of her major trace also got changed, I think. The talent, I think it's talent. One of her trees got changed, so I think it was like vulnerability. Now it's not vulnerability. As long as Cipher is on the field, she's gonna the enemies will take 40% more damage. So it's just damage increase for the whole team. I think it's a really good change because the vulnerability debuff is good, but I don't think it was like that crazy. I think before that it was like defense down. Now they changed it to the enemies take more damage on the field. It's exactly like Tribe's, but I think Tribe is like 30%. But if you have Cipher, she'll allow enemies to take 40% damage more. That's really good, especially if you want to use Cipher with Castra's team. Like Castra's gonna probably destroy the whole enemy actually. So Castra's Cipher can actually work. This also means Cipher can also work with Anaxa and Akron better now. So this is actually really good for those three teams. But this is the best time. I think this is the best buff. Now she actually doesn't have a hard 1 per turn ult. I think it's like her follow-up attack was like 1. You can only use 1 follow-up. You have to use the ultimate reset. Now that has been removed. She can follow-up attack once every turn. So you need to just take her turn, then she can follow-up attack. It's exactly like Kafka, I think. Kafka also has a follow-up attack mechanical just like her. So you just need to build her super fast, and she's gonna do a lot of more follow-up attacks. Now that's pretty good. I think that stupid ulti, I mean her follow-up attack just being once per ult was like stupid. Them removing this is actually huge, and now she's actually viable with Face Shop team. So Face Shop enjoyers, you technically get a buff with her just because of her Lycon value, and her, if you get her E1, it's also kind of broken. But I think her E2 is the better one. I think her E2 also got changed. Now you can get more, I think it's like effect. I think it's like a defense down on her E2. I could be wrong, so I'm not gonna speak about it too much. But simply she got buffed all around the board. Pretty solid. Do I think she's gonna be broken? No, I think she's gonna be more versatile in different teams now because of these buffs. Do I think she should get more buffs? Probably. Her damage is still low in my opinion, even though she got these buffs is mostly for the team in my opinion. Her personal damage will be slightly lower. I hope they bump up her follow-up damage a little bit more, but we have to wait for the other changes. So, but this is it. Small nerf to Hyacine, mainly to her Memo Sprite, and decent buffs for Cipher. Pretty happy. Nice V3 changes in my opinion. The only thing I still hate is Hyacine's dependence on the Lycon. I hope they change it because to get full value on Hyacine, you still need her Lycon. Star signatures. A little bit cringe, but overall, solid changes. So I hope this helps you guys, and if you did, like, subscribe, and see you guys on the next video. Bye guys. Have a great day.